Lesney, the SEC Special Teams Player of the Year, will kick it away, and we are underway in Atlanta in the college football playoffs. Pod's kick sailing to the left side of the end zone. It will land about 5 yards deep. Ohio State will walk away from it and take the touchback. And here we go, 1st and 10 at the 25 for the Buckeyes.
Curl, Stroud threw an out route. Ball not close to being completed.
3rd down, 7 for the Buckeyes on their 39. 4 receivers in the formation, 2 to each side. Now 3 to the right. Stroud with pressure up the middle. He'll go down back at the 28-yard line. Smile Munden, the linebacker, shot the gap, came straight down the hash, and sacked Stroud back on the 28.
Great blitz design right there by the Dogs defensive coaching staff. We went zone blitz, dropped a defensive lineman right into the hot route where you would typically throw that, brought linebacker pressure, confused the Ohio State offensive line, weak to him. Nice pick up there on 1st down.
2 tight ends to the right, along with McConkey. Play fake. Bennett moves in the pocket, slings it over the middle, caught crossing route. A.D. Mitchell at the 40 of Ohio State. Gets to the boundary and out of bounds at the Buckeye 35-yard line. Another Scana Energy 1st down and a gain of 22 on the play. Georgia goes quickly at the 35 of them.
And getting to still 3rd and long, but at least something that you've got a number of plays you can dial up to go get it.
7-0 Ohio State leads here in the 1st quarter. 3rd down and about 10 coming up for Georgia. Bennett to throw. Deep ball to the near side. He's got Blaylock. He adjusts and makes the catch. With his back falling on the ground at the 45-yard line. Tremendous adjustment by Dominic Blaylock for the Scana Energy 1st down and a 20-yard pickup and a big 1st down on 3rd and 10.
Stetson extends some 2 deep zone coverages as well.
Bennett will go under center this time. We run Arian Smith in motion back and forth. Hand it off to Dejon Edwards. He breaks a tackle behind the line, 50, 45, 40. They pull his shoe off. He's down to the 35-yard line.
Nice block on that by Xavier Truss as well.
At 15 yards, maybe 16 on the carry. 1st and 10 Dogs. Snap it back to Bennett. Hand it off to Milton. No, he fakes it. And Stetson rolls to the right. Will throw to Brock Bowers. He makes the catch. Twists away from one man. Then tries to power through another. They get him on the ground at the 18 on this near sideline. Cameron Brown, the cornerback. Sack. He may have got credit for a half one there, along with one of the linebackers who was in on it. He lost 7. 2nd down and 17. We'll throw it out in the left flat. It's caught at the 25 and down to the middle of the field and into the end zone. Touchdown! Kenny McIntosh. He caught it around the numbers, veered back inside the hash, and took it to the house.
Boy, just a slip screen. We went empty set. Slip screen. Great job by the Georgia offensive line getting downfield to the 2nd level of that Buckeye defense. And then McIntosh just a foot race into the end zone. Had an alley.
Number 96
great block
is
by
now wearing number
Washington
44.
as well to help spur him on his way. Mims, another great block as well.
Also a key block by Jones on the linebacker Eichenberg that sprung it right after he caught it. 25 yards on the scoring play. And here's Pod for the point after to try to tie the game with 3:15 to go in the 1st quarter. Stetson Bennett, the holder, on the 11. They snap it back to him. Pod's kick is up and into the net. Good. We're tied at 7.
But Dogs critically need to answer on this drive.
We did force one fumble, but we couldn't get on it in time before the ball went out of bounds. Here's Dejon Edwards to the 30, 35, far sideline 40. Breaks a tackle at the 45. Good hard run by Dejon Edwards. Scana Energy 1st down. He kind of ran over Denzel Burke, who got enough of him to get Edwards to the turf after a 26-yard run to the Bowers at a wing to the left. Also Oscar Delp, a tight end to the left. Now Bowers in motion back and forth, and Milton in the backfield with Bennett. Stetson takes it out of the shotgun. Deep ball down the middle. He's got a man breaking open, and it is caught. 14-yard line, Arian Smith. They tackle him where? Around the 10 or the 11. Deep ball. Eichenberg, the linebacker, had to make the stop. Arian Smith got open, was waiting, and Bennett let it fly.
Boy, great patience there by Bennett. Good job moving in the pocket. Just a post against cover 2. He had the matchup that he wanted. Stetson that time on target.
They break the huddle. Handoff. Kendall Milton steps over a man, angles to the right, to the 5, to the 4, to the 3. They try to push him in the end zone. They do. Touchdown.
Huge answer right there by the Dogs. Great strong run by Kendall Milton. We just collapsed the left side of that Ohio State defensive line, able to get outside and contain, and then the strength of Milton to go punch it in. Dogs hanging in.
3rd down and 7 for the Buckeyes. 2 out of 3 so far in the game tonight for Ohio State on 3rd down. From just beyond their 27-yard line. Snap it back to Stroud. Pressure from the edges. We'll get him! Back on the 16-yard line, Michael Williams, the freshman from Columbus, just collapsed Stroud, going from his top and his shoulder down and just forced him to the turf back at the 18.5.
Well, collapsed Stroud at the end, collapsed Paris Johnson, the big 6'6", 310 tackle for Ohio State first. What an effort there by Williams.
Dogs ball on our 38-yard line. Chance to go down and tie if we can get in the end zone on this possession. 21-14, Ohio State leads Georgia. 7:41 to go, second quarter. Bennett's under center this time. 2 receivers wide to the right. Ball's on the near hash as the Dogs move left. Fake the jet sweep to Bowers, hand it off to McIntosh. He's got a big hole. 40, 30, makes a man miss at the 30, 20. Oh, he stumbled at the 10. He had a touchdown. The turf monster got him at the 10. Oh, my goodness.
Boy, how does that happen? I mean, he was just a huge hole. We ran Brock Bowers in motion. That pulled the linebacker out. There was a gaping hole for Kendall Milton to go through. And you're right, nobody was around him. He took a look to see if anybody was chasing him, and he tripped himself up.
Shame on you, evil turf. Oh, my goodness, down to the 10. But that run gets the Dogs in the Massey Ferguson red zone. McIntosh with a 52-yard run down.
Ball sweep into the boundary. Nice block by Brock Bowers. Also had Broderick Jones out leading the way as well.
Ball's on the 3. McIntosh back in now. He'll line up as a wideout to the left. Delp's in the slot to the left. Bennett's got 3 receivers to the right. They go empty. Van Pran, the center. Man in motion, goes behind Bennett. He's going to take this ball and run it into the corner of the end zone. Touchdown! He just ran it to the short side, leaps across right in front of the pylon, and we're a point away from being tied.
Boy, great play design right there. Go empty. You have your running back, I believe it was McIntosh in the game. He motions away back into the field, and then you just run a quarterback sweep.
Number 96 is now
into the boundary. Stetson able to waltz right inside the pylon, and Dogs,
number 44.
pending this extra point, able to get right back into this football game.
For Stetson Bennett, rushing touchdown number 8 for the Heisman finalist. Pod will try to tie it up with the point after, with 6:07 to go in the quarter. Snap, hold, kick in the air. Good. 21-21 now. Brand new ball game with 6:07 to go. The drive was 3 plays, 62 yards, and it took 94 seconds. Stetson got it in the end zone on a 3-yard run. That's your Georgia Metals drive summary. From a doghouse to a dog's house, Georgia Metals has got you covered. Georgia's starting to grind out some yardage on the ground, Z. 104 yards rushing for Georgia now. We're averaging over 11 yards per carry. Ohio State's only got 10 yards rushing, less than a yard per carry thus far.
Yeah, and important there for the Dogs to be able to stay balanced throughout this football game. Total yardage for both teams right now. Dogs 261 total yards. As you mentioned, over 100 now on the ground. 104. Stetson 157 through the air.
Championship, they defeated Michigan in the Fiesta Bowl 51-45. Here it's 21 apiece. Georgia and Ohio State locked up in a good one in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. Stroud with a play fake, stands in the pocket and throws, and a nice reaching grab by one of their tight ends at the 35, Joe Royer, a junior from Cincinnati, with Christopher Smith right on top of him. Royer reached the arms out way in front of his body and pulled that ball in at the 35-yard line.
Royer was a third option there for Stroud on that pass route. Good coverage downfield by the Dogs in the deep secondary. But nice patience by Stroud, going from 1 to 2, back to Royer as his third option.
Got about 9 yards on that play to the 35. Snap it back to Stroud. Play fake, rolls to the right, throws with one hand off one leg, and incomplete. Threw it kind of into the ground to Ibuka, who had fallen on the turf right in front of the Ohio State bench. Robert Beal, the linebacker, was in coverage with Emeka Ibuka that time. The pass is incomplete. 3rd and a long yard to go for the Buckeyes on their own 35-yard line.
There was a run-pass option there by Ohio State. Stroud, when he initially pulled that, just wanted to hit his tight end in the flat. That was covered up pretty well. Then kind of a throwaway there by Stroud.
One back in the backfield with Stroud. They snap it back to him. Rides the back, runs it straight ahead. And he runs it into the pile. Didn't get much. Georgia thinks they've stopped him, and it's 4th down. No indication yet from the officials as they unstack the pile. Yeah, I don't think he got it. He's short of the 36. Munden and Beal, the linebackers, in Stackhouse, stacking up the interior part of the line to force a 4th down for Ohio State.
Boy, and Ohio State keeping their offense on the field right now. They don't get this. This could really flip the momentum back over to Georgia.
4th down and about a foot to go. Stroud wants the football. Clapping his hands. They maybe try to get Georgia to jump. Stroud now looking at the sideline. Play clock at 4, at 3, yeah. And it'll run out, and Ohio State will call a timeout before the play clock hits 0. So Georgia comes up with a key 3rd down stop on 3rd and short to force a 4th and about a foot. And now Ohio State will call a timeout with 4:28 to go in the 2nd quarter. Earlier in this half, and has not returned due to a reported ankle injury. 4th down, Ohio State with the offense back out there. 4th down and less than a foot. Flag down as Stroud keeps it and runs out of the shotgun to the near side. Swings around the corner, gets the 1st down easily. But a flag down in the Ohio State backfield back at the 33-yard line.
Illegal motion, offense, 5-yard penalty, replay 4th down.
Oh, that's just mind-numbing for a head coach. You come out of a timeout on 4th down and short like that, you decide to go for it. And then you mess it up with a penalty on an illegal motion.
Yeah, illegal motion. The motion man actually went towards the line of scrimmage. Absolutely the right call.
For the Bulldogs, Georgia's on its own 37-yard line. Moving to our left. Taking time. Play clock's at 10. We're up to the line of scrimmage. It's in Delp in motion to the right. Snap back to Bennett in the shotgun. Stetson bounces, throws over the middle. Open is the man at the 47-yard line. That's Rosemy-Jacksaint. He veers to the near side. They tackle him at the 34, maybe the 35. Ransom and McAllister, 2 safeties for Ohio State. But a big pass play and a positive gain for the Dogs to the Buckeye 35-yard line.
Rosemy-Jacksaint just on a dig route right across the middle, but give credit to the Georgia offensive line. Stetson had a clean pocket to throw from. A lot of vision and all day to deliver that one.
28 yards on the gain. And then Rosemy had to leave the game after that with one of his arms dangling. Well, hopefully he's not shaken up too badly. Milton, big hole straight up the middle. 30, 25, 22, 21, 20. And they tackle him. Chambers between the hash marks right on the 20-yard line, but we push that ball into the Massey Ferguson red zone again with a nice inside run by Kendall Milton. Rushing. McIntosh, the leading rusher for the Dogs. 2 carries, 56 yards. Bennett's 12 for 17, 191. Stroud, 11 of 15, 163. He's got a couple of touchdown passes. Pod will try to convert here on a field goal from the near hash, kicking left, a 33-yard try. And the kick is away, and the kick is good this time. He missed a 47-yarder earlier. He makes from 33, and the Dogs lead for the first time, 24-21, with 1:44 to go in the first half.
Stretching that football play out, allowing Chris Smith to come up and make the tackle.
They call it a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7 from the 13 for Ohio State. Motion man to the near side is Ibuka. Play fake Stroud. Pressure from the back. He goes down. Blitz by the nickelback Bullard. Hits Stroud squarely in the back at the 5-yard line.
Boy, Stroud lucky that football didn't come out either. Great design football play right there. Bullard like a bullet coming in for the sack.
Buckeyes in a precarious position here, leading by 11, but on their own 4. 3rd down and 16. Stroud's in the end zone. They snap it back to him. In the end zone, he throws it down the middle and overthrows Harrison and almost threw it to our guy.
Boy, great coverage right there by the Dogs. We were in 2-man. Good pressure there. Didn't bring any external pressure, just rushed 4 again. But 2-man, great job underneath coverage. Had the safety over the top and, boy, had a chance to pick that one off. So nobody's going to get it. Keeley, who's had a rough night, really nice job on coverage there.
3rd down and goal from the 7. Here's the money down, as they call it. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right for Ohio State. Snap it back to Stroud. He rolls to the near side. We pressure with 3 guys. He just hangs it up in the end zone. And Harrison drilled by Bullard. Did he make the catch? Flags are down. They're probably going to call Bullard for a targeting. Harrison's not moving. Ohio State quickly out to tend to their injured player on the back of the end zone. Did he catch the ball or no?
I couldn't see if he caught it.
Personal foul, targeting, defense number 22. Half the distance to the goal, automatic first down. The play is under review.
Well, he doesn't get credit for the catch. I guess he was out of bounds, but he took a shot. I was just amazed that he caught it. We'll look at the replay here and see what we can dissect from that, as Stroud threw it from about the 23 off 1 foot. It looked like Harrison had already stepped out of bounds one time before he came back in and caught the football. I think to get to the sideline, maybe.
Well, how that football wasn't picked off, first of all, it was C.J. Stroud just threw that up.
There is no foul for targeting. It's 4th down.
Been picked once. He's got a touchdown. Stroud's been ripping it. He's got 319 yards, 19 of 26, and 4 TDs. Dogs from the 25. Bennett to throw, and he'll put it in the air to Kenny McIntosh on the near side. He had some blocking for a second. McIntosh up to the 40 on the near sideline, and then late in the play, as he's being surrounded by white shirts, big Xavier Truss kind of came in to give him a shove from behind.
Ohio State has had Brock Bowers covered up this entire game, taken away number 19. Good job by Stetson getting to his check down Smith.
No Darnell Washington in the game, early injured in the first half, and has not returned since. Bennett will throw it over the line of scrimmage to Edwards, who makes the catch in Buckeye territory around the 45. 2 men hit him at the 43. Led by Eichenberg, but that's a Scana Energy first down for the Bulldogs. Georgia goes quickly. There's Bowers. He's open. Bennett hits him at the 28. Brock to the 20, down to the 18-yard line before they bring him down. Another Scana Energy first down. Hickman had to make the tackle, and that pass to Bowers also gets the Dogs in the Massey Ferguson
route by Mitchell.
With 12:15 to go, the Dogs will keep the offense on the field on 4th down and 6 at the Buckeye 13-yard line. 2 receivers left, now 2 to the right as they bring Bowers in motion, put him in the slot to the right. Milton is in the backfield. Bennett moving guys around. Play clock at 1. They snap it, get it off in time, throw it to Bowers on the near side, and Brock catches it at the 8, tries to stretch and reach for the first down.
Going to be short.
I think that spot is going to leave him short, yeah. They spot him out at the 8. He needed to get to the 7. I'd like to see another look at the spot, and we'll get it here. As we look at the replay. Ooh. Wow.
Boy, it's going to be close.
Yeah, Georgia might want to challenge on that.
It's a whole lot closer than.
That was a heck of a view, too, by the camera.
It's a whole lot closer where that spot was.
The runner short of the line to gain is under review.
Yeah, there you go.
Knowing that you've got to get 7 points here, Dogs going to have to settle for a field goal.
After the big overturned call on the 3rd down play, a tremendous play by Bowers to get the 1st down, and we come up empty. Here's the point, or the field goal try, rather, from 31 yards, and the field goal is good by Pod. That's had already been tipped at that point. You can do whatever you want to. 3rd down for the Buckeyes on their own 28-yard line. Stroud in the shotgun. Noise getting loud here in the bins. Stroud sees an opening, will pull it down and run to the 30, to the 33. Reaches for the 35. I don't think he got it. He's going to be short before we tackled him going into the boundary. Smile Munden, the linebacker, chasing him and making the stop.
Dogs on the ground, 136 yards rushing the football right now. The big thorn on our side has been our execution on 3rd down tonight. Just 2 for 10 for the Dogs.
Not good. Georgia, one of the better teams in the country, over 51% on 3rd downs for the season, but not tonight. Play fake to McIntosh for Bennett. Sets up on the 15. Yanks it deep. Oh, look at Arian Smith. That's going to be a touchdown. He caught it at the 30, 20, 10. They won't catch him. Touchdown! Touchdown! 76 yards!
Boy, Dogs needed that so bad. The Ohio State defender, I believe, fell down. I have to go back and check out a replay, but Arian Smith running wide open. It was either a complete busted coverage or the defender fell down, but Stetson, give him credit for seeing it, recognizing it, and just throwing a laser.
Well, if he saw that developing, it's almost like, oh, I got to throw it, I got to throw it, I got to throw it. And he was so wide open, and you can't miss that. And we didn't. And Georgia has closed the gap, and now they will go for 2. Down 5, will go for 2 with 8:41 to go. Ball's on the 3. McIntosh in the backfield. We bring McConkey in motion on the 2-point try to the near side. Snap it back to Stet. Here comes pressure. Throw it to McConkey. We got it! 2-point conversion right on the goal line. They hit him on the near side. It's a 3-point game, 38-35. Dogs aren't done yet.
C.J. Stroud.
Ball's on the 18, 2nd and 5, Ohio State as they get into the red zone again. Clock ticking at 3:46, 3:45. Stroud has it. Pressure coming in his face, and we'll sack him back on the 33-yard line. Jamon Dumas-Johnson, the linebacker, came up the middle. Bear Alexander was on his way. Bullard was in the vicinity. And Stroud just kind of ate the ball and fell to the turf back at the 33. Where are they going to spot it up again? At the 30?
There's no way they're spotting it at the 30.
That's where they've got it down. I'm not sure where the spotting ability comes from this officiating crew, but it's been questionable most of the night.
My goodness.
Ball's on the 30. It's still 3rd and 17. So it was a 12-yard loss, but it should have been a 15-yard loss. Stroud in the shotgun. And the backup tight end is in the backfield to block for him. Stroud throws off his back leg. Incomplete. Tried to get it to the tight end at the 25. Royer on the left sideline. And that pass was nowhere near.
Boy, Dogs brought the house right there. All kinds of pressure. Stroud, nothing he could do. Just trying to get depth and get more depth to get the football off. Huge stand right there by the Dogs. And Ohio State sending the field goal unit out to try to stretch this lead to 6 points.
48-yard try here for Ruggles. His long this season is 47. Near hash kicking left. Snap down. Kick is away. It's reaching, and it is good. We haven't led much of the night. Ohio State's had the lead for the majority of the second half. Well, all of the second half, right? Here's the kick, and Jackson's going to return it. Kieras across the 20, near sideline, 25, hit at the 28 and jammed up there.
Take what you can get to your check down.
He's got 3 men out to his left and 1 to the right, and Kenny Mack in the backfield with him. Stett to throw in the pocket, pressure from behind. He gets rid of the football. Bowers catches it at the Georgia 45 and tackled right there on the edge of the logo by Ransom, the safety. But a 15-yard pickup and a first down for the Dogs with the clock at an even 2 minutes. Now less than that.
A rope thrown there by Stetson Bennett.
Bennett, as the Dogs go hurry, flag down, deep ball, far sideline for McConkey, and batted up and away. A lot of hand fighting, incomplete at the 5.
Well, Stetson thinks that he had a free play right there and was just chucking that one downfield.
There's also a flag in the Ohio State secondary. 2 flags on the field.
Offside, defense number 58. 5-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Of the field on the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl logo.
The Dogs went tempo there and caught Ohio State trying to get a guy off the field. Really smart play by Stetson. Good use of tempo. Smart play to take a shot when you've got the free play.
4 receivers in the formation. The tight end to the left is in a wing. Bennett to throw with good protection. He's got Kieris. Spins around, makes the catch at the 22. They tackle him at the 15.
2 deep beater post by Kieris Jackson. A strike again delivered by Stetson Bennett. Now Stetson trying to slow it down just a little bit.
Hickman made the stop, 35 yards on the pass play. Dogs in the Massey Ferguson red zone. Bennett throws it over the middle to McIntosh, catches it around the 12 or 13, and then 2 white shirts hit him at the 10. He got 5 yards, second down. Clock moving at 1:23, 1:22, 1:21. Dogs have 2 timeouts. Ohio State has 2 timeouts. It's 41-35. Georgia trails by 6.
Boy, what a ball right there by Stetson Bennett. Nice route by Kieris Jackson.
Everyone on their feet here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Nobody sitting in this one. From the 10, snap it back to Bennett. He looks in the end zone, throws it for the back corner. Caught! Caught! Touchdown! 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 A.D. Mitchell! Back left corner! Touchdown! The Dogs have tied it!
Corner route there by A.D. Mitchell. Great protection by Georgia right there, by the Georgia offensive line, giving Stetson all kinds of time to throw that football, and A.D. Mitchell finds a way to escape.
Oh, A.D. Mitchell had a big catch last year in the national championship game. I don't know if there's anyone bigger than that one right there, though. To get the Bulldogs in this position, tied at 41. Point after try by Jackpot Lesney to put the Dogs in front with 54 seconds to go. Snap, hold, kick in the air. Good! Georgia, 42. Ohio State, 41. 54 seconds to go. Oh, my goodness. What a drive by the Dogs.
Boy, Stetson Bennett, right when you felt like this Georgia team was done, they find a way to claw their way back into the lead. Now, can the defense that has just been picked apart by C.J. Stroud and this Ohio State receiving corps, can they find a way to get one stop?
That was, what, a 73-yard drive? 72 yards. How many plays was it? With 43 seconds to go.
And the clock is going to start right at the snap of the football here after the injury timeout.
Marvin Jones is in for Beal, who just went out injured. Snap it back to Stroud from the 30. Long throw, caught at the 45 near sideline. Steps out of bounds as he comes back to the ball. They mark it out at the 42-yard line. And another Georgia player is down, and that's Michael again. That would need to get to the Georgia 31-yard line. Right now, the Buckeyes are on their own 42. And the way they've been eating up yardage tonight, that's hasn't been much of a problem for them. But we'll see if the Georgia defense has an answer. Snap it back to Stroud in the shotgun. Pressure from the edges. Going to pull it down and run. Stroud to the 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, and tackled at the 30 by the legs by Daniel Sisavon. David, they're on the Georgia 31. Just 24 seconds to go. It's 42-41. Georgia leading Ohio State. They hand it off to Hayden. He can rip that ball out. Not able to do it this time. Hayden stacked up on the left side around the numbers at the 32. He got a, well, no gain really. They're going to spot it right back on the 32-yard line, and Ohio State will call a timeout. They
back in and now desperately trying to hold on.
All right, Stroud in the shotgun. And he's got Mitch Rossi, who's a tight end, playing in the backfield, providing protection. Snap it back to Stroud. Quick throw to the right. Batted up in the air, broken up at the 26-yard line. Going for Xavier Johnson, and Keely Ringo broke up that pass play around the 25 on a quick slant in from the right side. Ball went batted up high in the air. Nobody could get to it on that far side of the field. But Ringo with a nice play in coverage. 15 seconds remaining after the incomplete pass. 3rd down and 11 for Ohio State.
Boy, great job there by Ringo.
Quick snap. Stroud looks right, looks left. Here comes pressure up the middle. We're chasing. Stroud throws and heaves it into the sideline. Incomplete. Now it's 4th down with 8 seconds to go. And here's where they'll have to try the kick. 90 to kick it from the 40. Kicking left from the near hash. A 50-yard try to put Ohio State in front. Snap, hold, kick. No! Good! No! Good! He missed it! Left! The bench explodes! It's midnight! Happy New Year! 3 seconds left! Ruggles missed a 50-yarder! Georgia 42, Ohio State 41. With 3 ticks to go. Oh my goodness.
Unsuccessful after the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense number 33 throwing his helmet. His first of the game, 15-yard penalty, 1st and 10.
Take a knee and let's go to LA.
Well, the Georgia bench just erupted. The stands have erupted. A game it looked like we had no chance in. Now just secure the snap, take a knee, and go to LA.
After the penalty, the ball is spotted back on the 17-yard line. Do you believe it? Georgia's going to get a chance to defend the national championship against TCU on January 9th at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles.
And we're going to be a battered group going into SoFi. All the injuries today.
This team survived it with a massive 4th quarter. 18 points in the quarter. Stetson in the victory formation. Take the snap, take a knee, win the game! Georgia advances to the national championship. Your final in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. Georgia 42, Ohio State 41.
An epic battle that will go down as one of the greatest all-time games in the history of Georgia football.
Dogs rallied from 14 down in the second half. I think everybody had us dead and buried at Missouri earlier this year, and that was only a 13-point deficit. Come back from 14 down here. Ohio State can't believe what just happened. Georgia had the lead for what, less than 2 minutes of this game tonight?